You know, you see something new every day, right?
You do.
That's
you do.
sports. Prosper to jump it up with Iwuchukwu, and Notre Dame controls.
Right away, you see Kennedy Smith has the defensive assignment on Hannah Hidalgo. Lindsay Gottlieb likes her size on the smaller Hidalgo.
Here's to Jesus, flinging it out. Sanchez dumps it to the corner. Prosper flips it up and in. Kassan Prosper, an elevated role this season, and has been delivering in the early going, averaging 18.5 points per game. Lindsay Gottlieb has Samuel start at the point, and London Jones come off the bench. The UCLA transfer. Feels like Samuel's a true point guard. Davidson backdoor, surrounded as the pass knocked away. Yale Ivy in her 6th season at the helm of Notre Dame. 4 straight Sweet 16s. A very different group this year, though, for her. Sonia Citron moving on to the WNBA. No more Leah Tu King. Olivia Miles transferring as USC turns it over.
And one of the areas where Jazzy Davidson has struggled a little bit early this season is her ability to make shots from the perimeter. And you saw on the first set, Lindsay Gottlieb trying to run a back cut for her to get a layup. She did the same thing against South Carolina. Wasn't able to get that shot, but trying to get her going to the basket early.
Sanchez fires, no. Rebound Prosper, draws 2, kicks it out. Hidalgo can't hit the 3, and the weak side rebound taken in by Dunn for USC. Here's Samuels, hesitates, can't bank it in, but draws the foul. Free throws here from Aaliyah Samuels.
And one of the things that NCAA
leads the all-time series between these teams 9-2. Won last year out on the West Coast. This is the first matchup in South Bend since November of 2005 between these teams. Jesus kicks to the corner, and a travel from Sanchez, who went with the fake rather than the take.
And you see with USC defensively, the priority is to wall up in the paint. That happened that time. So what you're going to see from Notre Dame is opportunities to get a paint touch and then spray the ball out for threes.
And we heard Lindsay Gottlieb saying that at shoot around today. No easy layups, no easy drives. Dunn has it poked away by Hidalgo. Here's Hidalgo in transition. Peels back out. Bounces to Prosper. Good pressure there from Kennedy Smith, a terrific defender. The sophomore for USC. Prosper a 3, way off. Rebound. Bransford has it taken away by Davidson. Here comes the freshman Jazzy Davidson. Euros in, can't finish. Bodies hit the floor, and Hidalgo comes away with it.
But I do think that's the best part of Jazzy Davidson's game. Getting out in transition is usually very good with the Euro step.
Offensive rebound and the denial from Davidson. A big-time block from Jazzy Davidson. Samuels gets a wide-open look and knocks it down. All set up by the freshman Jazzy Davidson.
And that's what you see this young woman can bring, is she can get it done on the defensive end and lead the charge the other way. Good decision maker in terms of whether she wants to take it herself or involve her teammates.
6'1", very long though. Transfer. And the foul called on Davidson there.
Jazzy Davidson averages 2 blocks per game, and you'll just see her come over and use her length. Just beautifully done. A fingertip block, corrals the ball, goes the other way, head up the entire time, looking, trying to make the right decision, and then Samuels with the good-looking 3.
Good sign for USC to hit their first attempt from 3. They are shooting at just 28% from 3 on the season. Notre Dame, and you've seen the way they've struggled out of the gate, so for 4, they've had similar woes. Last year, they led the nation 39% from 3 as Davidson misfires there. Gets it back on the handoff and able to scoop it in. This year, just to finish that thought, Notre Dame just 28% as a team from 3. That's 254th in D1. There are those numbers we're talking about. And a travel on Bransford as Notre Dame turns it over.
But you see Davidson is the primary matchup on Bransford, and Bransford is a bigger, stronger build. So I think that's the right mentality for her when Davidson is on her, is to try to attack the rim.
London Jones into the game for USC. You know, I'm looking forward to the game, but I have to say I'm a little disappointed.
Okay.
All right, we've had wonderful experiences here in South Bend. And part of the reason is there's a random fan who always brings us this mountain of delicious chocolate.
Yeah, like the gourmet kind of chocolate.
And we haven't gotten our bag of chocolate yet. It's hard to focus on the game, wondering if the bag will ever come. I'll do my best. A whistle here as USC turns it over. Yakaya Milton into the game, a junior forward, formerly of Auburn. So Jones and Milton both in off the bench for USC. And that is out of bounds, but a foul first. Or no, they're going to give the basketball to USC, called a foul against Notre Dame. And that's on Coles, who just came in. Leah Coles, a Wake Forest grad transfer. Part of a bevy of transfers for this year's iteration of Notre Dame. Good post there, deep position from Dunn, and able to finish an 8-2 start for USC.
A really well executed Princeton set from USC that time. They get the wing on ball and then a nice delivery inside.
Here's Hidalgo, draws two. DeJesus, jitters, dishes, Bransford able to drop it in. Much needed bucket for Notre Dame. They had missed 6 straight and had 4 turnovers as well.
And you see how congested the lane is defensively by USC, but if Notre Dame can get a touch in there, you will find an open player, whether it's out at the 3-point line or the mid-range like that last possession.
Notre Dame suffered its worst loss under Niele Ivey against Michigan last time out. They had a great week of practice though, according to Niele Ivey as well as the players. A lot that they thought was tough to watch from that film, but learned from and got to work. Prosper will fire, no. Rebound taken in by USC. It's Milton on the board, now Davidson up the floor. Jones using the screen for Milton, gets blocked by Bransford. Hidalgo jets away with it. Hidalgo turning on the burners, banks it in.
And that's where she can be so dynamic, right, Ryan? Going end to end, using her quickness, especially when she goes to the right side. That time finishing over a small, but often she can finish over bigs as well.
Smith, beautiful take, and the left-handed lay.
Another player with such a great frame when she can attack the rim. She's been posting up more this season as well, using her size and strength inside.
Kennedy Smith, Big Ten all-freshman team a season ago. Hidalgo gets fouled by Smith. Our good friend and colleague Carolyn Peck will be calling the game Monday here. Going to take in a Notre Dame football game tomorrow for the first time. Very cool.
As a former coach at Purdue, she has to decide which shade of green she's going to allow herself to wear to the game tomorrow.
That's right. Somehow I think it won't be as lime as the Irish green. Hidalgo with 4 points. USC a 2-point lead.
See Notre Dame extending their pressure on that possession. Any team that goes against Notre Dame, the #1 key is taking care of the basketball.
And Hidalgo pokes it away and lays it in. You've seen how sneaky Hidalgo can be. Already 2 steals. She is the last 6 points for the Irish. Another turnover from USC. Bransford dishes, Hidalgo. No. Sanchez the rebound. Another chance here for Notre Dame. They're 0 of 6 from downtown. Got some really good looks. Hidalgo turns the corner, takes the mid-range, can't knock it down. And a strong rebound by Kennedy Smith.
You saw 2 possessions in a row where Notre Dame was in a zone, and it was effective.
Samuels, no, knocked out of bounds, and last touches USC.
Notre Dame sitting in a zone, and Hannah Hidalgo just able to get in and poke it from the backside. She is so good at that, and then get the easy run out going the other way. And we saw how much they were struggling in the quarter court. And so it's such a help to your offense when you can just start it on the defensive end.
Why are you laughing?
Leave me alone.
Transfer to the corner. DeJesus connects on a 3. First of the night for Notre Dame after missing their first 6.
Notre Dame again back into the zone, and the active hands of Hannah Hidalgo.
It's just singular. Her impact when it comes to pestering the basketball.
And it's when it's the player she is defending, oftentimes it's when she's coming over from the help side.
And the other night, Hannah Hidalgo not only had 44 points, but an NCAA record 16 steals. 44 points is wow. 16 steals is unheard of.
Is incredible, yes.
Thrown away there on a poor entry pass. Here comes Jazzy Davidson. She has it deflected by guess who? Hidalgo that nearly returns the favor. Hidalgo, Euros, tried to get a whistle, could not. Stood up beautifully by Samuels, a great defender. Smith then can't control it. You got a slop fest back in history on their all-time career mark.
And that run started when Notre Dame started extending their pressure against the dead ball and then going back into a 2-3 zone. Interestingly, it's the zone that has sped up USC, and it's again Hidalgo.
Hidalgo knocks it away. Samuel's able to control it.
But you don't normally think of a zone as being the defense that's going to speed a team up.
Right, such a great point. Davidson still can't hit a 3. Lindsay Gottlieb talked to us about it, said she's our best shooter. She just hasn't seen him go down. Moore ran out of options. Smith takes it away. Cross court, what a beautiful pass. That 3 is good for Mendez, make it a long 2. And one of the things Lindsay Gottlieb was highlighting to us about Kennedy Smith, she said, hey, she is an excellent passer. You saw it right there. About a 13-second difference, game and shot clock. We still haven't gotten the bag of chocolate. Here's Prosper, the jab step. Can't hit the jumper. Rebound Samuel, shot clock turned off. USC should hold for 1. Davidson attacks, went too early. Able to finish, but Notre Dame with 8 seconds left. Hidalgo pacing herself. 3 seconds.